Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brad, and today I want to talk about learned helplessness and quitting. Learned helplessness is a condition. Martin Seligman wrote this book called Learned Optimism, one of my favorite books. A good friend of mine gave it to me years ago, and it talks all about this. It's a couple different psychological mental illnesses that are programmed into kids from a young age. It was done by design. It's called learned helplessness, where essentially you're in a state of feeling this feeling of doubt, like your dreams can never come true for you, like you can make that sale, like you can go and get that girl that's super hot that you're jerking off to. You can't get a girl that's that hot. You can't make that sale. You can't have a successful business. Your vote doesn't count. Trump will lose and Hillary Clinton will win. You remember that? Or Biden will win. I see a lot of people actually just give up when it comes to, when I would take them out on boot camp. They'll just want to call it quits and go home early, even though they spent a bunch of money on the boot camp. Or, I'll be coaching somebody in doing their business, and they'll just be like, oh, it's not going to work. I don't want to keep pushing. That right there is the difference between winning and losing. Really, the difference between winning and losing at something is realizing that, number one, it's really hard to start. It's really hard to start a business, to start doing cold approach, to start working out, start dieting, start whatever it is. It's very hard to start. Most people never fucking actually take that first step to start. They'll do a lot of research, they'll read books, they'll watch videos, but they'll never actually start. Or in the case of this election, a lot of people are being demotivated and they think that the polls are all rigged. You hear about the mail-in voting fraud. You take all these hits and then you think, oh, my vote isn't even going to count. I'm in a blue state. No. Really the difference between winning and losing is just that little battle of will. Who has the most will? Who's willing to do more than the other person? And like I was baking a cake with my girl the other day, actually yesterday. And she hasn't really baked a lot of cakes in her life. So she baked like a 2-layer cake. The first layer came out good. The second layer was chocolate and it like crumbled and it was like all shitty. It was hard she couldn't make it the way that she wanted. And she was just like ready to give up on it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, you're so close. I could see that she was closer than she could see. She was like, I just forget it. I'm not going to do it. Even though she spent hours baking the cake, hundreds of dollars ordering parts to fucking bake this fucking cake. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You can fix this, okay? And I'm just like, just give me the fucking thing. I'll show you. And I just like picked it up and I just like kept working it. And you just put work in and you just, it's not perfect and you just fucking keep going. And you're learning and you're getting better. And then, you just spend more time and effort and it actually comes out okay. If you put in the effort, it'll come out okay and you'll learn and do better next time. That's the thing that people miss. It is like they teach you to like be ashamed of being wrong or something like that, to be ashamed of speaking out. The same people that are literally wearing face diapers everywhere they go for a fake fucking pandemic that was man-made by their own government, shut down their whole economy, are still saying dumb shit. They're still wearing the face diaper. They're wearing the face diaper inside. The fucking Governor Newsom, this schmuck. I mean, he's beyond a schmuck. He's an evil person. He came out with new litigation recently that says, for Thanksgiving, we're going to tell you that, the UN now says, the virus no longer is about outside spreading. It's actually moved inside the home. So now we're going to send police officers to your home and contact tracers to make sure you've been tested and make sure you've been vaccinated. And for Thanksgiving, you're going to need to wear a mask at your Thanksgiving table. You can only have 6 people and you have to be 6 feet apart. And you have to have 6 seconds in between breath. 666. Where have I heard that fucking shit before? They're telling you what to do in your home. Now, the sad thing is that a lot of people are really going to go along with this. Like the Jews that are Hasidic, that study the Talmud. There's parts in the Talmud that talk about the Goyim that call them cattle. And I don't believe that because I think that everybody has a gift. I think that people have been indoctrinated to be subservient to the system and think that they can't do anything. Like my own family's like, what are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna do something. I'm not gonna be like you and sit around. Friends tell me that. People tell me, oh, what are you gonna do about it? Like, dude, you have more power than you fucking know, dude. I look at these politicians like Gavin Newsom with his suit, his gay little suit, and his fucking silver hair, and I'm gay too, so it's fine. You can't fucking judge me. So I'm gay with fucking, I'm a trans black woman, gay with hooves, and I want to be medically blinded. I think Gavin Newsom's a total fag like me. He's a faggot. So that guy doesn't have any more power than I do. I'm looking at him. I've seen these politicians up close, and it's like the best quote about politics and Washington D.C. I've heard is like it's like Hollywood for ugly people, because it is. They get up there in their little gay suit and they're like yes, we're going, and they're all like I mean, they all kind of like look the same. They're all buttoned up and they look good. Yes, we're going to fix this country. When you're sitting around the table at Thanksgiving this year, just remember, vote for Brad. I'm going to fix the problems, with their fucking blue suit. And I remember I went to one of these on 9/11 actually here in Brooklyn, and there was some Democrat there talking about how on 9/11 we must remember the first responders. And this was after they defunded the police. And so I was like yelling at the guy. Now I was with this fucking girl who, of course, women, they're like massive followers. So she's like, I'm like, just get behind me and walk away from me, because I have to say something here. I'm like, just go, just walk away. And I'm like, hey, what happened to defunding the police? Nice fucking suit. Oh, you're here on 9/11, but you defund the police? What's that about? And people are looking at me, and some old Karen-ish looking woman is like, shh. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, what are you gonna say? I'm like, hey guy, what's up? What's up, guy? You're here talking all this shit, but you defund the police? What about the first responders that went into the tower? You're gonna defund them too? You did that, you voted that, and now you're showing your face in your nice expensive suit? And they're like, be quiet. I'm like, no, fuck this guy. I mean, seriously, I said a bunch of shit to the guy, because who are they? You realize you pay these people? Don't give up. Like, don't think that, you're so powerless. Your vote does have power. Your voice has power. These people are just human beings. You're not a slave unless you say that you're a fucking slave. Nobody has the power to fucking make you a slave. On that note, too, let's just go over some preps, because we have about 7 days and there's still time. I recommend there's basically 3 to 4 preps you really need to have for the upcoming election. The first one would be, you want to have water filtration. So if you're late and you're low on funds, like most Americans are, I'd recommend you get the Sawyer mini filter. It filters 100,000 gallons of water. It filters out most bacteria and protozoas, common shit that you're going to find in like pond water and streams, and it filters out water, making it drinkable in survival situations. So theoretically, say the power goes out and there's no running water and people panic and they buy up all the bottled water. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't just, you better believe there are going to be people that fucking die of thirst. That happens in these emergencies. You think, oh, the government will take care of it. No. Don't be stupid. Prep. The more it's $20 for one of these things, and if you got one for each one of your family members, you'd have some peace of mind. If everyone actually fucking wasn't such in this learned helplessness hypnosis, they would actually get prepped and stop thinking that it could never happen. I mean, it's just stupid. You're not looking at the statistics, you're not looking at the trajectory in which things are going, and you're being foolish. If we all just got one of those, you could literally go to a pond or a stream or a river, or if you're by the, if you're by like if you're by the ocean, you could boil the water, distill it, thus removing the salt, and a lot of the sediment and the heavy metals, and then put it in another thing. All you do is you boil it, you let the steam, you put a PVC pipe or some type of thing so that the steam collects and goes into another pot, and then the water is distilled. You probably have killed a bunch of the bacteria, and now you can just simply drink it through the Sawyer filter, or you can run it through a water filter and then drink it through the Sawyer filter, and you have unlimited water. You'll have to go and prepare it, of course, but you can do it that way. From a river or a stream or running water that's clear, you can still drink through the straw. And by the way, with those, don't think that just because the stream is clear and it's running water that it's clean. You could be downstream from some sewage plant or something like that. You're going to want to have one of those on hand. That's stuff the military takes to survive. So have at least one of those on hand. One thing I do is I go out to the store every day, I get a 2 liter of seltzer, and I drink it, and then I go to the water filter and I fucking pour it in the seltzer bottle, and I have a few months worth of water stored, already. So say, theoretically, that something happens, I have a few months worth of water, which is actually, you need a lot of water. You need a gallon of water a day per person. So if you have a family of 4, that's 120 gallons a month. For 3 months, that's 360 gallons of water. That's a lot of water. So, that's only going to take you about 3 months out. And if bottled water is out and the electricity is out for a few months, rest assured, people will be desperate and people will be flipping out. If more people prepped, they wouldn't have that problem. The next thing would be storable food. You could still get, freeze-dried food from Amazon or wherever, and get these big buckets that, are good to go for like 25 years. They're not going to taste the best, but you'll survive on it. It's not like you're going to panic. If you imagine you go and you see that people are raiding the supermarket because of a panic, because of a crisis, and then it's all gone. There's no food. And then there's a whole bunch of people without food that are pissed. It's going to be fucking chaotic. But if we all actually prepped, we'd reduce that a lot more. But the truth is, most people think, oh, that's a conspiracy. That could never happen. You're retarded. Would you have thought anything this year could have happened? The government has a man-made chimera virus that they designed, and now they're talking about a global economic reset in Davos. By the way, this is another thing. They're talking about a great reset economically. They're talking about how they want to have a great reset, one world currency, one world religion, one world language, one world government, because these people are losers. They're fucking fags. They're control freaks. They need to watch what I'm doing and tell me what to do. How about you go fuck yourself, you old fuck? George Soros. Oh, okay, I need a Nazi collaborator to judge my life and tell me what to do? I don't think so. That's ridiculous. You need to have a little more chutzpah and rebellion in you to not allow these people to do that. I'm going to have Bill de Blasio tell me what to do. Bitch, please. Go fuck you and your fucking mother. Go fuck yourself. Seriously. Go fuck yourself. You got to have that in you. So there's that. The next thing another thing on food would be rice and beans. 2 of the best things that you can get. Super cheap. You can get a big ass bag of like 50 pounds of rice for like, I think $60. And then a big ass like bag of beans, like 50 pounds. And if you combine the two and you put some, adobo seasoning on it or something, some simple seasoning, you have survival food for a long time. That and canned food, you can mix it up, and that's it. Go to my blog for more suggestions on specific preps. I'm just giving you very, very basic stuff. Next thing would be guns. You're going to need guns and knives and some ways to defend yourself, because in a total collapse situation, shit hits the fan, where people are desperate for food and their kids are hungry, they're going to do whatever it takes, dude. You better believe that crime is going to go up. So you need weapons. You need them. Like, you can't be such a cuck that you're like, oh no, the government says I can't have guns. Dude, fuck the government, okay? Yeah, I said it. Fuck the government. Fuck them. They don't get to tell me, and they don't get to tell you whether somebody can rob you and fuck you up or not. Okay? Fuck the judicial system. If somebody breaks in your house and they have guns, shoot them in the fucking head. Period. You know, if you have kids, that's your duty. You protect those kids. And you need to get guns. So I can't offer you any advice on that legally, but, you know, just fucking do it, dude. That's my suggestion. Figure it out. Move. If you live in oh, God forbid, you live in New York City and you want to protect yourself against the rioters that were allowed to riot. I mean, hello. If that doesn't show you how broken the system is, I don't know what does. You should not fucking comply. They let people riot and loot and spray paint on the fucking city hall, but and beat and murder people. People get stabbed and shot in New York every day nowadays. It's crazy. I mean, they always did, but it's a lot more now. And liberals, well, that's not happening, until it happens to them. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe they broke into my car. I'm like, I don't feel bad for liberals, honestly. They need to get hit, honestly. They're people that just need to get punched in the face. I know liberals in my family that I know for a fact they've never really been humbled by life that much. They've never actually had a fight where they literally got pummeled. I've been beaten up. You know, I did MMA. I've had street fights. I've had dudes hit me. I've hit people. I've hurt people too. And I know what it's about. I'm scared of it. I have a healthy fear of that. So that's why I'm not so arrogant like they are. They're like, oh, it could never happen to me. I'm like, you're an idiot. It absolutely can, and it does every day. And because of that type of dumbass attitude, that's why we're in the position we're in right now, because you're a fucking fag. So, you know, get that shit done. Another point would be get out of the cities. If you're in a liberal city, if you're in any city, I recommend just like trying to get out, especially if you have family, if you have kids and a wife. Just get out, sublease your place, do whatever you got to do, just make your moves to get the fuck out. Fifth point would be vote for Trump. I mean, unless you like higher taxes, economic collapse, the Chinese Communist Party ruling over America, the global reset by some old Nazi collaborator named George Soros running your economy, vote for Trump, you fucking idiot. I mean, what the fuck, dude? The guy, obvious, fuck that. Biden is a pedophile, child trafficking criminal that sold us out. You're a fucking idiot if you vote for that guy. I mean, you need to get smacked in the face. Seriously, that's so fucking stupid. You can, again, this is America, but, like, you're voting against America. You're voting, like, to actually hurt me and other people. And that's not, you know, you smear the right of conspiracy theory, you're talking about a conspiracy theory. Trump, there's no evidence of him doing any fucking conspiracy at all that you can prove. I'm a libertarian first. I want to be left the fuck alone. So I don't give a shit that much about Trump. I hope he's right. You know, but like you people make it out like, oh, we're Trump cult followers. Dude, no. If he's selling us out, fuck him too. But you idiots are the ones. The left are the idiots that are talking about conspiracy theories. They're like, oh, Trump is this evil, terrible man. Orange man is bad. And I'm like, how? And like, he just is. Meanwhile, they're involved with, like, leftists are weird, they're creepy, they're stupid, they're arrogant, and they're just like, not all of them, I'm not trying to fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, on the whole, Republicans, on the whole, for the most part, are pretty, like, normal fucking people. You can have a conversation with them, you can talk a bit, you know, about business, have a beer with them, you know, you could drop some, like, fucking racial joke, it's not a big deal, you laugh. With the lefty, you fucking say anything. I had one of my family members literally talk to us at Thanksgiving about being white and whiteness. And we're at a table of white people. There were no black people. He didn't even invite anybody that was black. I was the one that had black girlfriends, and I've invited my black friends and Spanish friends to the fucking table. I've never seen this member of my family ever invite anyone of a different race to the fucking dinner table. I've never done that. I've seen him have a couple friends that were, great. But dude, he's lecturing at a table of people about whiteness. They're crazy. If you're voting for Biden, you're crazy. And you're voting for communism, you're fucking crazy. So vote for Trump. You don't have a fucking option on that. I mean, seriously. I guess you do, but, at that point, you're just so far gone, there's no words for it at this point. I mean, with everything we've seen on Hunter Biden's laptop, it's October 26, 2020. The videos, the pictures, the underage girls, the texts of him selling out. I mean, it's open and shut. The guy's a fucking massive criminal. And the Democratic Party are unbelievably stupid. Shouldn't that bother you? Like, the Democrats are putting this guy, an old criminal pedophile with dementia, up for fucking office? If I was on that team, I'd be like, probably not the right team to be on. It's because these people have never, they've probably never been on a good team before. They don't know what good leadership is. So, dude, if my boss was doing shit like that, I'd be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm pretty much done. I've quit and I've walked away from jobs for lesser things, okay? And I've met some creepy people. I was gone. I'm not saying I'm perfect, far from it, but I was gone from those jobs and those situations and those friendships and relationships. When people show their character to be a little bit dicey, I'm like, I'm gonna pull back. I don't know. So, yeah, your vote matters, your business matters, you can prep, you can be ready, you can actually survive this, you can be fine, you can come out on top. This country can come out on top. Trump can win, we can indict the deep state, we can get them the fuck out of here. We can literally put these people, the big tech giants that censor. Do you realize that big tech censors somehow, what I'm saying is so bad, it's such a bad, offensive thing to say, according to, this fucking lesbian that's in charge of Facebook, and Jack Dorsey, who's a gay man that used to model in gay magazines. Not that that fucking matters. I don't give a shit. Who knows how that guy got to be the CEO of Twitter? I seriously doubt, based on hearing him speak, that he really founded this company. I think he was gifted this company. The guy doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the fucking shed. These people are criminals. They're election meddling, they're censoring, they're ruining businesses. A lot of I made the mistake of building my business on social media accounts like this. And I learned, and I've fallen off, admittedly, but I started again building my own online real estate, bradholiday.com. But they do other shit. They own the payment processors, they own the credit card processors. If you teach oh, God forbid you teach how to pick up women. God forbid you own a gun shop. God forbid you teach anything, you sell Trump signs, whatever you do that goes against their gay little narrative about, white men are the fucking if I hear one more white girl that went to Harvard because her fucking dad, is an accountant or something like that and paid for her goddamn shit to go to Harvard, lecture anybody else about race, I'm gonna lose my shit. I mean, really, these girls need to be smacked in the face. These girls and these weak men that allow them to do this all need to be just bitch slapped. Maybe that's the answer for the left. They need to just be fucking bitch slapped. Shut the fuck up. They've never been hit in the face. Look, I don't care. That's the truth. They need to be just smacked in the fucking mouth, because you don't get to go around and tear down society, insult men, insult Christianity, Judaism, favor radical Islam that hates this country, talking about how children are parasites, unborn children are parasites, they enjoy, they're worshiping Satan, they're watching Nicki, these people are so fucking disgusting. Shut the fuck up. Any of them that ever tell you what to do, just tell them, shut the fuck up. They'll lecture you about being, he said he should smack me in the face. What a racist white man. Then they'll go on OnlyFans and put a butt plug in their ass and get fucked in the ass by two fucking black guys at age 16 while they lie about their age, and then report the guy that they're dating who did something offensive, that he's dating a minor even though they lied, and then that guy will go to jail. These people are not... You should stop sucking up to them. Fuck them. That's my message, okay? You still have time, and don't ever give up. And, you know, I went off the rails a bit, but dude, like, your business, your voice, your vision, it can happen. But just move and keep going at it. Don't give up. Don't ever quit. Don't ever think that it doesn't matter. It does matter. And I know it's hard. It's hard for me too. Like, I have to get fired up every day to go and like, all right, I'm going to do this again. Like, oh, I have this shit to do today. All right, let's do it. And then I do it. And I've been doing it consistently for years, and it's always the same shit. But I know that most people don't ever do it. They never ever do. And then when they start, they just quit. I don't understand that, man. So don't quit. You can make it happen. You can make your business successful. It just depends on what you're willing to do versus what other people are willing to do. Just beat them. If you beat them, you're going to succeed. If you're more relentless than them, you're going to succeed. If you're weak and you're matching them, you're going to fail, just like they are, because there's going to be somebody more hungry, more driven like me who's going to beat you. That's it. And I if we were all like driven, and I was like, you know, less successful and stuff, like, yeah, all right, that would suck. But I don't think so. I think we would have a better world. You know, we just all need to remember, like, to just put forth more energy and we'll win. That's it. Period. End of story. You know, I don't buy... There was this guy that wrote in this chat, last point I know I'm talking about. This guy literally wrote in this chat, he's like, oh, I know that Biden's going to win and we're going to go into a global depression. I'm like, dude, how gay are you? Like you're just gonna give up? Oh, we're just gonna go into global depression and that's it. I'm like, dude, don't even say that. Just go and do something, like, to prevent that from happening. In my mind, I'm like, I'll do anything to prevent that from happening. I'll go far. I'll go hard to prevent that from happening. I'll spread the message. I'll do something. I'll keep trying. I'll keep doing something as much as I can. I'll just keep doing something to keep spreading the word, keep trying. I keep getting censored. They keep taking me off Facebook. They keep limiting my reach on YouTube. They keep deleting my channels. They keep doing all this shit. I don't care. I'll just keep trying and keep rebuilding, and keep circumventing, keep just as many times as they've knocked me down, just keep going. And that's it. It's all, you know, that's pretty much it, guys. So, hope you guys have a great day. Get out there and vote for Trump. Biden is literally not an option. You're not even voting for Biden because the guy's going to be arrested, because the shit is going to come out in one way or another, and there's no fucking way that guy's going to survive. Kamala Harris is implicated in the Biden laptop. Nadler, Cuomo, de Blasio, all these asshole Democrats, they're all involved with it, so it's going to come out anyway. You're not even voting for him. Just go vote for Trump. Frankly, I think that, you know, these people are going to be rounded up and fucking military tribunal hanged. I hope so. I'd love to see their necks snapped. I would love to see Xi Jinping get hanged, just like Saddam Hussein. I would love to see all these fucking globalists get their fucking necks broken and put in some real patriotic people that actually care about the people, and then have oversight from the people monitoring what these politicians are doing, these lawyers and all these fucking assholes that think that they're better than you. They're not. They're not at all. These lawyers, these fucking accountants, these fucking dipshits, they don't make anything. They don't make anything. All they do is they're just ones to provide, you know, a service and oversight, and they think that, you know, by using that power, they can control the entrepreneur, they can control the creative innovation that goes on. Fuck them, okay? They're not better than you. Use your creative vision and go forth, and that's it. Push forth, and you will make it happen if you just keep going and you're relentless. I promise you, I promise you. It's a battle between your doubt, which is inaction, and your vision, which is winning and taking action. All right, guys. Check out bradholiday.com if you're interested in coaching, you're interested in my product to support the business. Greatly appreciated right now. And that's about it. Hope you guys have a great day. Be safe. Get prepped.